All right, all my little YouTube motherfuck faces. You're watching Validation Boy live stream, July 16th, 2018. Oh, yeah. First three. We're going to do first three tonight. OJ McBaggins in at number 1. Oh, yeah. Cigar Face in at number 2. And Schlumminger in at number 3. Oh, yeah. Even though Twit was somehow first. And in at number 4, Chapin 9/11. Oh, yeah. Is it really? Oh, geez. Scary. Anyways, I'm going to make a prediction, guys, okay? It's a prediction concerning the future of humanity. Dan W. in at number 5. Oh, yeah. All right, there you go. First 5 in the live. Awesome. All right. So this prediction, it's 30 or 40 years ahead of its time, all right? All that's transpired in this world over the last few decades, I believe what I'm about to predict, okay, is an inevitability. It's a guarantee. It's safe to say that it's a guarantee, all right? Jeez, it's fucking thick air here in Florida, man. All right. Many have said that the New World Order is already here, and it has been for a long time. But what exactly is the New World Order? Ask around. Some will tell you it's a bunch of rich business tycoons who've managed to infiltrate governments around the world while making blood sacrifices to a wide range of fucking false deities, marrying other men in drag, and drinking the blood of freshly decapitated babies. Okay, others are going to say it's the Jews with their infamously questionable Holocaust folklore and their blatantly pro-interracial hookup culture agenda. All right, an agenda which is clearly designed to dilute the purity of every race except for their own and leave them appearing physically unique. But what if neither of these assumptions are correct? What if the actual group planning to dominate the world is the one we least expect? One thing we know for certain is that at its core, the New World Order has always been based on collectivism, progressivism, forced equality, and conformity. And looking around, thinking about it, which social political movement happens to edify these particular tenets more than any other? You guessed it, feminism. What's up, Daylight, Ohio? Okay, in fact, there's never been a better time in history to be a woman than right now. Women have it made when you really fucking think about it, okay? Women in the West have complete control of the gene pool. They are the gatekeepers of human reproduction in the West, all right? In the arena of social security, the preferential treatment they receive is undeniable. Okay, food stamps, government aid, free college, free higher education, excuse me. All right, all these privileges give the modern Western female more autonomy than she'll ever need, let alone deserve, all right? And then there's female-owned group preference, okay? Something I learned about from watching a particular content provider here on YouTube. But there's this thing, all right? Female-owned group preference. And anyone who's ever worked under a female supervisor, for example, can easily attest to the existence of this. All right. In reality, actually, anyone with more than one female in their household can attest to it. All right. As we know, the majority of social workers and child educators in our society are female. More and more executive positions are being filled by females than you might imagine. All right. And political positions of power. All right. But let's not forget this powerful social cabal that elite females have managed to create and now use as a tool to via feminism falsely over-empower one another. Okay, this tool that they use, this cabal they've built, it's merely the result of them originally having played the damsel in distress card over and over and over until they got what they wanted. They had to force their way in. Okay, and these patterns, social behavior. Yep, then there's female teachers. Yep. These patterns of social behavior have marked the downfall of civilization after civilization after civilization, according to mainstream history. According to mainstream history, at least. All right. Some might argue, all right, that the dystopian future, or, the future I'm predicting, would simply be a return to a now long lost one world order. Okay. However, I would suggest that all of history's so-called oppressive patriarchs were simply men attempting to keep women's inherently self-destructive nature at bay. Okay. And they did this by commandeering the reins of civilization. And now the tide is looking like it might be starting to shift back. I don't know. But our society is becoming obsessed with inversion. Men are even inverting themselves in worship of the coming New World Order, if you get what I'm saying. Collectivist, female-biased governments worldwide are passing laws which are essentially designed to mandate the cultural acceptance of these inversions. Okay? Even accepting it in high school, public school athletics, and the NCAA, college sports. Okay? They've already had us worshiping the globe, which represents the pregnant belly of Gaia, the Mother Earth, for God knows how long. Okay? Worshiping Earth, like the Muff Muff said in our latest video. Just connecting right to the earth, praying to the earth, praying to all that's material, all that's not God, all that's not the Creator, all that's not Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, and I know that name pisses so many of you off. You fucking demons out there. You fucking demons. Some of you are fucking non-humans. I'm convinced of it. A couple of you out there are, seriously, I believe that a couple of you are not even human beings. You're fucking entities, a couple of you. Anyways, all right. Collectivist governments, all right? They're mandating laws. Mandating the fucking cultural acceptance of these fucking inversions. All right? Thanks to, basically what's going to happen is that there's going to have to be some kind of epidemic, some kind of plague, some kind of sterilization that occurs that elevates the status of females that are able to reproduce. And then they'll be able to take some kind of hierarchical, position in an ivory tower, essentially. And then with the fact that all the men have been pigeonholed into a certain cultural behavior, thanks to the fact that women are going to take over, or that men are going to take over women's sports in the future. Men are all going to be pigeonholed into this weird utility object and be valued even less than we are now in society. And we're all going to have no choice but to keep a certain elite group of females in an inner circle. And then there'll be an outer circle of other high rank, anyone else who's female that's not in the elite upper class. And the future is going to physically be dominated by women. Yeah, men might still even be more physically powerful than women individually. But the way society is going to be set up, there's going to be walls, there's going to be shit, there's going to be technology that men probably will have created without even realizing what they're doing, only to be manipulated and used against them because of some clever planning. It could happen. And this is my prediction for the future. It's nothing. I mean, I'm just saying there's going to be a hostile physical takeover by women one day. I believe it's going to happen. And I know it's odd because you think, why would women think the way that men do and do such a thing? But I don't know. If you really think about society, if you really think about all the cliches that you live by and under right now, you really gain a real perspective. You see that what I'm saying is true. But that's just a wacky little prediction I have for the future. Just say I'm 30, 40 years ahead of my time. Let it be known. Maybe this video will survive out there. Okay? And because of the manipulations that will occur, because of the status that the reproductive right will have, okay? Reich, excuse me. Globe thrusters. Daniel Pratt. Daniel Pratt reshaping our world says, validation boy, all right, is going to read Daniel Pratt's comment right now. He says, you're so possibly spot on, it's scary. All the predictive fertility apocalypse movies. What bigger way to pit women in power when only a few thousand can still give birth? Yeah, I know there's a movie out there. There's an old movie. It was like a sci-fi movie from, the early 2000s. And it's about that where, nobody can be born. And then this one girl has a baby. And then they have to smuggle the baby behind these walls and then prove to the world that women have eclipsed this sterilization plague that has occurred. But I think that shit, my future that I'm predicting isn't exactly like that, but wow. But yeah, that's what I'm predicting, and then, at that point, thanks to technology, maybe even, if shit gets this out of hand, human, it could be, human genetics could be all like, GMO. Everyone could be a fucking GMO at that point, We don't really know. All right. They could even use, they could even set it up over the years, throughout the years, and have it where women gain some kind of huge mass political uprising power, and then they'll have men false flag attack them, and they'll be the incels, the involuntary celibates, which are the same people that as of late have been doing all the big events, doing all the truck murdering and stuff like that, all that kind of crap. It's all being these involuntary celibates. And so, eventually they'll make it where there's like women's rallies, and then the incels will attack the women's rallies, allegedly, allegedly. But according to CNN, 100% proof, But, Chapman says incel for life. Yeah, whatever. Involuntary celibates, I think that's actually even a myth. I really honestly believe that that's a myth. But it would be such a political move, right? And it would just paint men politically as angry and shit. And then so it would either make the incels go more hardcore incel out of anger and do things more and get themselves in trouble that way, or it would make men who aren't that balls to the wall aggressive that they would do these attacks of violence against women, even though they're only happening because they were provoked. It would make them be forced to want to find a woman, any woman, and be under the foot of a woman. And that's what's going to be that's going to be the social pressure. That's just how it's going to be. It's strange. It's really going to go that way. And it all ties in with the fact that, of communism and fascism and all this socialist crap, where it's full of all these ridiculous ideologies where everybody in society is perfectly 100% equal in every single which way, which doesn't make sense when it comes to labor and the pay for labor versus, desk work or this kind of work or that kind of work. Different grades of work can only be rewarded in a righteous way if they are unequal. But see, that it's all about administrative power in the household. And if they can get administrative power out of the household or make it where it's headed by a female, well, then the hive mind of the collectivist female mindset, communist fascist mindset, can work perfectly in a fucking society. It's all about castration of the males, yet keeping the bulls strong enough to do the backbreaking labor, but only get paid the same as someone who changes a diaper once every hour or 10 diapers once every hour, 5 days a week. You know, that's just, it's fucked up, but that's how it's going to be. And men are just going to keep getting more and more and more emasculated. You know, that's why I don't understand some of these dudes out here on YouTube, like out in Britain, where, you know, it's like they have no desire to work whatsoever. They don't go about finding work on their own, you know, because when you can't get a jobby job with the system, there's nothing stopping you from still producing and profiting in life and doing it all above board too. Okay. But, you know, there's some dudes out there that have no desire whatsoever to earn an income for themselves. And I just think that that's the most, you're truly an emasculated bitch cuck at that point. Nathan Oakley's dresser, what's up? Heather Doe. Chapin says Satan Oakley. Yeah. I think I drank too much of a damn caffeine drink. Anyways. All right, so that's a concept I wanted to throw out there. And I'm going to take a quick 5. I'll be right back. All right, all my little YouTube motherfuck faces. We're back. All right. Cuck's rhetoric in response to somebody says, no, this is it. Tonight's topic is silence and blackness. All right. No. Allison, shout out. I hate mainstream, shout out. Chapin, shout out. Concerned citizen who says it's a blaze screen. It was, I had to drink some water because I drank too much energy drink break. Oh, yeah. Okay. Everything's all good now. Yeah, but there's a couple more things I want to say about that whole thing I was talking about. You know, it's going to be where, you know, thanks to genetic enhancements of people biologically and stuff, and thanks to whatever happens, you know, eventually we're going to have it where, you know, men are just going to be the worker bees for a den of, you know, hyper selective, you know, demon queens. But, you know, you got to think about it. Think about how long Queen Elizabeth has been in power. Think about all these things, all these alleged advancements for women in the world have taken place while she's been queen of the world, essentially. Because we all know that that fucking demon runs everything. Beyonce has a fucking song about it even. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And think about it, you know. All the offices, all the administrative stuff, it's all going to be Apple. And what does Apple represent? It represents Eve in the garden. And we all know what happened there. Cuck's rhetoric says you can't genetically enhance beta males. I mean, well, whatever, you know. But what I'm saying is that the women will be able to selectively breed or some shit. It'll just happen. It's just, I'm 30 or 40 years ahead of my time, but trust me, it's just going to happen. It's going to be this big coup, this big, you know, big plot twist in history and all that. So, other than that, you know, what else has been going on? Star Gods hadn't put out a video in a long time. I hope it's not because he thought I was attacking him about the Christ stuff. Much love to Star God, you know. Certain people out there, you know, don't think that he's all that great, you know. I think that Star Gods has a lot of truth, and he's been very nice to me. So that's all I can say about Star Gods. I appreciate it too. So you're not gonna get me saying anything bad about Star Gods, even though I'm thinking like I watched back my show and I was like, hmm, damn, I was going a little bit hard on the dude, even though I tried not to. Andres, is Andres here? Oh, what's up, Andres? Good to see you. He says, hi, Allison, Shlami, Ohio, Tom, Dan Pratt, VB, Dan W, maybe even. Red Pill University. Gnosticism is the height of cuckery. Flat Earth Reset. Flat Earth Reset says, I'm hated even more than Star Gods. Maybe. Delay, Ohio is in the fucking house. Oh, man. So, yeah, I made a little crazy prediction about 30 to 40 years in the future. Shit, I was thinking about it, I could bore y'all to death. Something I've been wanting to do for a long time. But I don't know. It's just not the right time to do it. But then again, maybe it is. Cuck's Rhetoric says, don't insult reptilians. They have more realistic skin than Patty. Oh, how cruel. How cruel. Yeah. When you really think about it, okay, it's very possible, and I don't want to be an alarmist. Validation toy. Why so sad, VB? I'm trying not to be sad. I'm really not sad, actually. No, I'm not even trying not to. I'm just not sad. It's just very chill times today. But yeah, I just made a badass prediction for the future, and thinking about, what all of it has become and how some people out there have used the umbrella of flat earth. Oh, I am happy, Allison. Thanks, though. God bless all you guys. Over the years, I've seen all these various people use the flat earth umbrella to get their extremist agendas over, And, I guess I'm an extremist as well. I've become an extremist for Jesus and for the Father, and for the fact that I think that Mother Earth represents the material world, the maternal mother, and therefore, Gaia worship. When people are worshiping the divine feminine, they're not worshiping the creator. They're worshiping the creation. And I see society drilling, social engineering, like Dan Pratt has been talking about lately. He's been talking about cultural Marxism, and it's social engineering. And women are already extremely hive-minded, okay? And they always say to control a population, control the women first. Now, if you can get the women on top of the men, then the collectivism, fascism, communism can reach its fucking apex. And then the only way it's really going to be possible, though, is through technology or, some kind of transhumanized, genetically altered future because of some other staged epidemic or fertility epidemic. It's obvious that this is what's going to happen. I don't know why. It was all triggered when I saw this. I was watching a whole bunch of just bullshit clips from the Inside Edition YouTube channel, just headline bullshit stories that were like shocking. And so I ran across one, and it was about, transgendered male to female athletes who are competing in a high school in Connecticut and winning their races in first and second place against their team and against every team they face pretty much every single time they race almost or something. And then the scholarships, of course, they're going to take those athletes because they always win. But those athletes are men that identify as women. But as long as they do at least 1 year of female hormones or something, hormone therapy, then they're allowed to compete. Well, it still doesn't matter. Even if they do that, women's sports is eventually going to be taken over by men. And then I thought to myself, I should make a video. Women's sports is dead. And I thought, wait, this is much bigger than this. And it got me predicting the fucking future, a technological dystopia whereby women by force have fucking taken over. And I'm not saying that we should blame all these women that are amongst us and live amongst us now, our own families, friends, and people and women in society. We shouldn't try to say that all these women around us are conspiring against us. That's not what I'm suggesting at all. I'm suggesting that there's some kind of elite cabal that has that agenda. It may be even comprised of males and females, or all males, or all females, that has that master plan, at least for the globalized world as we see it coming into existence, you know. And if everyone is cuckified and femified, then acceptance and it opens a door. Okay, it'll open a door for things like acceptance and fucking assimilation. And now assimilation with what? If we want to really get deep and really get down to the nitty gritty and put all the bullshit aside, that assimilation is going to have to be something that would maybe be considered non-human. Okay? Call that demonic, call that alien, call that fucking underground species. Call it what you will, but that's what the fallen angels. That's the level of the evil I think humanity really is up against. And you know, a lot of people out there lately have been suggesting the idea that the Hollywood celebrities might not exactly be transgender per se, but maybe just non-human. And they take the form of things that are similar to a female or similar to a male, but are still Baphomet, androgyne in nature. Which is why the so many women in Hollywood look so masculine. And then there's so many of them where it's like really confusing. You're like, you really can't tell. That could be a woman with unfortunately masculine features, or it's yet again just another male, or a castrato, or something else. Maybe it's not that at all. Maybe they're fucking quote alien, but not alien, not extraterrestrial even per se, but alien to our species. What else could all this assimilation and communist under the umbrella of the divine feminine and feminism, okay, which is going to take over here pretty soon in one way or another? What else could it be all about other than fucking demonic ends? What else could it be about? I don't want to be fear porn, but after listening to enough Evil Reflection, Joanne, Ashli, Slizone, some of these people, I'll link all these people down below. After listening to enough of them, I'm starting to really see and understand there is something going on. There's this whole clones thing. There's this whole reptilians thing. There's this whole cloning factory thing. There's the lookalikes possibility. There's the MK Ultra thing. All of these things are under the umbrella of this possible, let's sum it all up, possible other fucking species. What if that's how nasty the shit really is? Because it's almost a waste of time to talk about the shape of the earth anymore. Almost a waste of time. But to the onlooker, it would appear that me saying that and moving on to a different type of thought, such as this, which I'm not suggesting that I'm gonna do, but touching on this area instead of focusing on the flat Earth. Someone might say that that's just a cheap cop out for the fact that I want to say that I'm a flat Earth elitist and that we should just be flat Earth elitists and just not even talk about it anymore. But it's too late for that. It's too late for that because pop goes the mainstream weasels. Pop goes the ABC 2020s and the Nat Geos and the sponsored vacations, international vacations, and experiments and whatnot and what have yous. Man. I hate mainstream says, yeah, I understand that point. Truth is always elitist historically. Red Pill University says the only solution is to form your own secret society. What fucking truth there? What a truth smackdown hath thou laid, one Mr. Red Pill University. Chapin, if people have almost all the components to make vitamin C, but have a gene that deactivates it when their distant relatives can make vitamin C, that is evidence of evolution. What? Okay, man. Just stooge yourself out for Mother Earth and for the worship of science and the mother and nature and all that good stuff. Okay. And be like the Muff Queef. Okay. And like hug a tree, say prayers while you dig your face into some flowers and dirt, say your prayers to that and see how awesome, Mother Earth, treats you and is going to take care of you. When really you need to be praying, humbling yourself to the Father, the Creator, the one who came in here as Jesus Christ in the flesh to show you that he exists and that he's real. Okay. Flat Earth vegan slut has appeared. Flat Earth vegan slut is on the scene. Who's got an extra handful of warm carrots? I'm getting. Dig your face into flowers and dirt. LOL. It's true, man. Chapin. LOL. VB. You are associating all these philosophical views with my interpretation of the sciences. LOL. I don't grasp that right now, but I will in the future. Lewis Hackett. I don't know if he's being sarcastic. I don't understand Lewis Hackett. He thinks he's a lot deeper than he is sometimes, but you got to give it to the guy. At least he's fucking persistent. This might not even be the real Lewis Hackett. So he says he's real. That's why you have to pray so he can show you he's real. Multi-tom-tom. BB, are you a vegan? No. Vegans are gay, says Chapin. Cook's Rhetoric has it out for Lewis Hackett. Sun and Coon Group says hello. Ew. Allison, I'm not going to read that. That's gross. Horse-wearing Holocaust survivor's costume says, stop laughing, Allison, you stupid thought. Oh, that's brutal. Oh, have respect, you fucking people. Everyone's got enemies out here, Allison. It's a fucking sad, sad world. A mad, mad world. Let's reference the fucking Donnie Darko, if you will, Or the Tears for Fears, better yet, But, maybe that's what's really going on. I mean, maybe it really is that level. Maybe it really is that intense. I almost feel guilted into saying these things, but I know I'm not, because when you really actually think about it, and you watch some of the channels that I've been talking about, you'll get it. You'll see. It's raw. These channels are raw. and they give it to you straight. And geez Louise, gotta love them. And I'm gonna link them all below. They're speaking truth. Schlumminger says truth hurts and most peeps don't like pain. I know. Chapin says Donnie Darko is the strangest film. Yeah. Oh, so check this out. P. Mars says, is validation tangible? I don't know. I think it is. Well, no, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't want to put my foot in my own mouth from who knows what I've said in the past. So I don't know. But anyways, I'm getting ready to sign out here, guys. Okay, but check it out. All right. I saw some fucking video, and maybe I'll find the link. I'll try my damnedest to find the link. All right. And it was brilliant because a lot of people out there think, The Shining is one of the greatest movies of all time or something, whatever, Stanley Kubrick, this, that, the other. Okay. Thing is, oh yeah, and I'm also going to give a shout out to fucking Real Conspiracy. It's a channel with like 20, 30,000 subs already, but it's a savage robot. And he lays the fucking smackdown on the candy ass of celebrity after fucking celebrity sellout after celebrity fucking sellout. So a big shout out to fucking that channel and shit. It's just hilarious. Hilarious content. But geez, it's gonna be a link fest below, okay, when you watch this. Evil Reflection 12 says pandas have been exposed. Oh yeah, blood over intent. Oh, I'll link it below, guys. You guys watch Evil Reflection 12's videos on the connection between pandas, pedophilia, and blood over intent. Another satanic agenda in the midst of Western society. Because think about it, the Western society is run on social media. So social media memes that can take off, that's controlling people's fucking lives. That's controlling minds. And Evil Reflection 12 Evil Reflection has exposed quite a few things lately. Quite a few amazing things lately, really. Okay. But damn it, what was I fucking talking about? Damn it. I now remember. Okay. Oh man. I was watching some fucking videos, and everybody fucking loves The Shining, right? They say it's the best fucking thing ever. And the truth of the matter is this: the movie might not be as deep as you fucking think. Yeah, it might be loaded with all kinds of little references and the moon landing shit and all that bullshit, or it could be suggesting a broad number of fucking things and connections and God knows what. Okay, but on its on its own, what's really happening is that between certain scenes, backgrounds shift, and some people think those are production errors, set change errors and stuff like that, but they're not. They suggest the fact that you're now inside the universe of the story that the author, who's in the hotel and living peacefully, you're inside his story. That's why all the characters seem to meld together and mesh together, and everything gets all wacky. And every time he's in his red jacket, that's the fake, Jack Hansen or whatever the fuck his name is in the movie. In the movie, I know the book and the movie are different, but yeah, and that's all that's really happening. Okay, and that there's two of him, and in the book, the fake one is the one who dies in the snow. The fake one is the one who attacks the family. The fake one is the one who goes through all the crazy experiences. And in that fake one's universe, there is the fake son. And the fake son rides a different tricycle than other tricycles that were seen in the background when the family actually shows up, and he's wearing his brown jacket. And he's the author that was given the idea by his own editor to to go to this hotel, and then the editor also told him about this haunting because this guy did a murder suicide there. So then he goes to that hotel and fabricates an entire story set where he is the evil dad who goes crazy on his family in his story, and everything that happens, all the red rum, all that shit is all just in his little novel, and everybody lives and everything's fine, and it's just that simple. And it kind of, and then after that, it's just you see all these fucking 30, 40 something videos of other people just talking about all this other dumb shit and all their dumb fucking theories. And it's like, wow, and these people take themselves seriously and shit. And all of it's been canceled out by this one simple, perception that one fucking bright observer happened to make. So yeah, thanks to some prompting, that all came together for me to end the show. So big reveal, big spoiler. The Shining is just that. It's a novel inside of a movie. All right. This has been a blast. Okay. I know you guys are just having a good old time. No, my legs are shaking. I drank too much fucking Red Bull, I'll be honest. I had a 12-ounce can. That was all they had in the flavor I liked. And I drank too much of it too fast, and I got hyper. I'm still hyper. Plus, I missed going live last week. Complications and whatnot, but, it's just good to be back. I'm happy to see all you guys in here. It's just nice, so I'm a little hyper, so my legs are shaking. You're such a sicko, though, for saying that. Lewis Hackett says, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. I mean, who knows? Who fucking knows? It's been great having all you guys in here. Validation boy in full effect, Keep it real. Keep yourself humble before our Creator. Realize that Jesus Christ came here for those of you who understand why he came here. And always humble yourself. Always ask for forgiveness for your shortcomings. Always do the right thing. Humble yourself. Attempt to live righteously. It's really the only thing you can do. And when you're not doing righteous things, you'll know it. So if you're the kind of person that wants to hear a message, well, consider this a calling to you personally, whoever you are out there in the world. Let God put you exactly on the exact path you truly, actually, really need to be on. You know what I'm saying? And God bless you. God's blessings be on you. All right. So. This has been Validation Boy live stream, July 16th, 2018.